Alright, we're here now. Let's go. Dude, I didn't think it was gonna work for a second. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this oral gel in and then we'll get started. Cause I got a chipped tooth, but it's really my wisdom teeth that are really hurting because they're coming in and pushing all my other teeth. So that's like really fucking me up. I should have done this before the stream started. Hold on a second, clean my hands. You're okay, Leland. Great, not ever to tell you how. Sorry, relax. If me changing the wiring will mess up the circuitry. So I think where we last saved was right before we pressed him again. And I remember what we had to press him on, but I think I want to go back and get some more information. Because we actually got some information from her when we presented the different personas. I want to make sure we have that intel still for future reference. Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Actually, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. That was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. July ever have a problem with Mr. Bowler himself? Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it? But Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about it, about work, but he never would. So how do you know he was being worked like a slave if he never told you about his job? I guess you would just assume the late hours and just kind of made assumptions from there. Or she heard it from Larry. I don't know how she would know the information she said without him ever actually telling her, right? It's kind of weird. I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie is under suspicion of committing murder. Plus he lobbed a coffee grenade at me. You look really silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know, maybe we'll get him back tomorrow by returning the fire with a milk grenade. See, when I read this yesterday, for some reason I thought they were talking about Miss Delight, but she didn't get hit by the coffee mug. Phoenix did. I remember the imagery now. But this guy is who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he? Huh? Let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale, too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man is how lame his pickup lines are. What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they're his lifelines. Looks like he blew it again, huh? She doesn't notice the lady, does she? Yeah, okay, I figured. This is her. We'll see what she says. As long as I got my motorcycle and my Ronnie, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy. Don't you think, Nick? Another little random little detail about her where it's like maybe she's actually the one who's Masty Masqué, right? Because if we know that Masty Masqué is Luke Atney, then shouldn't the age be 34 just like it is for him? But it's not because we don't actually know, because even Phoenix is probably having doubts, right? That's why it's not documented as such. That's my assumption. There's no gumshoe. Also, I did pick up on Maya calling Nicky Boy, kind of like how Desiree does. And then also she was talking like Gumshoe. It's almost like she wants his attention in a way. Because everyone else who has his attention, you know, aside from her, is talking to him a certain way. So now she's like imitating them in a way. Maybe that's not a thing. I don't know. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. But I'll never forget the first time we met as long as I live. Must be nice to have such a fond memory of like that. We talked about that, didn't we? Yeah. We talked about that. Alright, I just want to get some more information before we go ahead and fold good old Larry here. I'm pretty sure we had to present the wallet to him, right? If I remember correctly. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Mr. Light? But that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Or that night too? Or no, it says last night too. Interesting. Never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1, wow. Now that's confidence. What's with the drinks and the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning the station when the murder happened is... I think we have everything we need. I'm gonna go with the wallet, though. Are you good? You're about to leave. That's why I didn't give you anything, because you're about to leave. You know? In like 20 minutes, you're about to go. So just relax, okay? Relax. If it's really bad, I'll go grab it. You'll be okay. Actually, you know what? I'll grab it right now. I won't be lazy. This wallet. This is when the power went out too. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar, you hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Gotcha. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murder had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Well, I don't even have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt about that. The killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Huh. Time of death was at 1 a.m. So I'm thinking this is what we have to present. It's got to be the time of death. But the CEO office key card also proves that they had to be in there at this time because that's when it was used. I was right. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. The key card data has already been made public in trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door at the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. See, even this points at Desiree because aside from Larry and Ron, who probably didn't do it, she could have had access to this card. Also, she said she knows how long it takes to get there. She said it was 25 minutes, which is less time than 30 minutes that it would take by car because she goes by motorcycle. No way. Yes, someone used this card to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. There, you can't duck your responsibility this time. No! We got him. Let's go. Now, we still haven't gotten Ron out of his interrogation, so hopefully he frees up after this. The night of the crime. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's all my fault that the boss got killed. Or was killed. My fault. Larry. There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. You're Donna. I had a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security office? Well, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make it up for you? What can I do? What? He curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make it up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Okay? Because he wouldn't let us present him anything before. He was just ignoring us. But now maybe he'll help us. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about this buzzer now? Yes, please. Tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why don't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait and see approach. Plus, there's a police detective right here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for being the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? It must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. And I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you can take... You probably did make a mistake. Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. Oh, brother. Does he have an open bag of potato chips on the... Okay, right, whatever. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry... Oh, no. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night. It went off just once in the morning around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. The buzzer record. The buzzer went off once around 1:02 a.m. on October 12th, CEO's office. Okay. You know about this? So what about this? Huh? No, you shouldn't have. A love letter for me? No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What? How do you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time? Huh? Who is this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did. I don't remember doing that, but okay. Okay, he doesn't know about that. That's fine. Okay, he doesn't know about that either. You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where is the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, don't you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info about the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Okay. Let's present this to Gumshoe. He's a detective. He's probably going to want to know this information. Detective Gumshoe, about this right here. Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. Okay. Got you. So who would care about this new... Oh, shit. October 13th, Lord Lee Taylor, main exhibition hall. Treasury's current exhibit is all ruined now. Oh, okay, we haven't even been here yet, really. Maya, I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This is our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Desires. That probably that'll probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa. Whoa, that's brilliant, Nick. We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. So, because we know we have to ask her, but I'm gonna get the question again just in case. But we know we're gonna talk about why the urn looks different. But I'm pretty sure she's down here still. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews? What's she still hanging around down here for? So how's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that? It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. What does she know about her? Okay. Okay. So Detective Atme was actually Master Mask. She really seems depressed. I can't say I blame her. She's the one who hired the fox to guard the hen house. Now I realize I should have called the police. As soon as I got the calling card from Master Mask, yeah, I guess you should have. Well, now Detective Gumshoe has one more failure to add to his list. Oh, you mean he's not a very good detective? It's a good thing he's not here to hear us talking about him. Okay. She's such a cute little girl. I'm deeply in her debt for what she did 7 months ago. Her name is Pearl. She's trained to be a spirit medium. Trained at such a young age, that's very impressive. Well, as a fellow career woman, I salute her. Career woman, huh? I guess that's one way to look at spirit mediums, since they're all women. Okay. I'm really terrible at judging people, I guess. I should have learned my lesson from what happened 7 months ago. But I didn't. I got taken in by this flim-flam detective. Don't feel so bad. After all, we're here to help. Well, we're here to help. Okay. Yes, Mr. Wright is a really wonderful man, isn't he? That should have made me happy, but she just admitted she's terrible at judging people. Oh, come on. I can tell you're happy anyway. You know this guy? No. This guy. Okay. Evidence. What about the calling card? I hired Detective Atme for security before we even received the calling card. I suppose that was a mistake. Atme, I mean, Mass Detective? Or Master Mask. He sent a calling card to the very exhibit he was hired to guard. I wonder if it was because he knew it would be easy to steal. Yes, but he should have also known that he could easily become a suspect. Right. See, there's like a lot of things where it's like, it's so obviously him that it's not him. And that's why I still think it's Desiree who was the one who was in the mask the whole time. Security camera provided by Lordly Taylor Department Store. I took a close look at it on the day after the theft. Timestamp on the photo is definitely real. Okay, hold on. To be here at 12:58, they couldn't have been here and then at the scene of the crime for the murder. So if Desiree is Master Mask, She definitely isn't the one who killed the security guard, so there can't be two people unless someone was actually dressed as her. And maybe it was Ron, which would be crazy. Detective Amy said he got hit in the back of the head with this by the thief. But that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Atme was the real thief. It's still so hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix the sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it for you. Never knew it was bent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. I thought the whole exhibit would be brightened up by something shiny and gold. That's why I went out of the trouble of borrowing it from the Branch family training hall. The gold statue is totally cool in my book. It arrived rather late, so I thought I wouldn't be able to put it on display. By the way, it looks like this statue was moved on the night of the theft. Do you know anything about that? No. It certainly wasn't me that moved it. Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? So that's probably going to help us deal with the pink blotches that we're talking about. Okay, I don't think she knows about any of these other things. What about this? Nah. Okay. I heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks like way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Whoops. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that the mass calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. Or maybe not. What, did Mass murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here still in the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? Now, here's what I'm thinking. I said this yesterday. I think he was posing as Master Mask to pretend that he caught the criminal. He was staging it like he caught the criminal, basically. But it ended up getting it all pinned on him. Because he wanted to prove that he was a really good detective by catching the criminal himself. But then again, it's kind of dumb because it's like, well, you catch the criminal, you gotta unmask them. Maybe that was his way of drawing out the actual Master Mask, I don't know. No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time and never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was caught in the camera scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. So glad you got your secret urn back. Guess there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? Here we go. No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Of course. Oh yeah, I can't drink water yet till this Orajel wears off. How long has it been? Oh, I got 30 more minutes. Get me the fuck out of here. Okay. Cyclops. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Save our progress. Two locks. The sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasures of it. The urn that was submitted before the court today is obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? I thought it was this yesterday. It's not this. That doesn't prove it. Oh. Would it be this? Because they have the urn inside this box here. It's not it. I didn't mean to present that. I meant to look at it. It doesn't have it on there. I guess we don't have it yet. Wherever that is. I guess Maya would know. Alright, let's try Pearl. I think I tried Pearl yesterday. Okay. Alright. Load our save from before we pressed her. Okay. So we need to find more information to prove that this is the real urn. We already checked that box before. That's probably where the secret urn was going to be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. Should I put my attorney's badge there, as a replacement? I think it's a little too small for that. What about the Magatama? Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small. Alright, same dialogue as before. And we couldn't examine anything in here if I recall. Well, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect now that they know he was Master Mask, or actually Master Mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Yeah, I just noticed. The Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the Master Mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, the murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He says something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression. But I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. And we can't examine anything in here, right? Yeah, it's so weird that they don't let us. Okay. I'm trying to get to the detention center. Here we go. Alright, is he out of here now? Can he help us? Here we go, finally. Mr. Wright. Mr. Light, did you finish your interrogation? Or their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Light, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmailer you got summoned you to the KB security to hand over some money. And that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron DeLight, am I right? So my only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mrs. Light, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? I'm not repeating that laugh. Take a good look, everyone. Wow. That is definitely not what that says. I'm able to find a rival worthy of my genius. I forced myself to create one for myself. Oh, I was forced to create one for myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were a KB security at the time. But then the person dressed up in the Master Mask in this photo, it's got to be Detective Atme. So that night, you didn't go to the Lordly Taylor, you went to the KB security, right? Yes, I went to KB security at the time. The blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used my keycard to unlock the door. It's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? It looked like that was Atme. So how the fuck was Atme at the CEO's office? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. First, he ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it inside the safe. Yes, that's right. You're pretty fucking strong. I used to be a chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delight, is that true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB security? How do you know? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi. Please. Don't worry, I haven't told anyone yet. Whew, thank goodness. No, I am... But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring enough money in. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So you became Master Mask for Desi, huh? Okay. So this is the blackmail letter written by KB Security's CEO, Kane Bullard. I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security. Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. I was at KB Security at around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with my key card. So this is when you dropped it? I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier. What are you still doing with this card anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KB Security? Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it was sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office. Interesting. We know about this. That's the emergency buzzer for the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case? Well, this one I don't really know yet. After all, there was no prints on it, and anything else for that matter. This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is the list of all the things Master Mass stole. And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000? $150,000? Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about the stuff because he used to be a security guard. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. Okay. So... Huh. Does he know who that security guard is then? Maybe because he was working with Atme had convinced him that he was actually the thief. I don't know. But Master Mass, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mass costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed it to my security uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in the photo. Is that you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick, if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. Well, first highest guard in the photo is Ron Delight. Okay, I kind of guessed that earlier. Just because he kind of looks like he has red hair in the photo. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. She truly deserves the title of an ace detective. Detective Atme found the Master disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That's why it's red instead of green. I guess. I don't know. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. What? Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes. Just a few days ago after the Tear of Emanon heist, that first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was you, so give up. It went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security or it shows security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some kind of person, incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Light is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ronda Light was Master Mask after all, but someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasure I stole in the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too. Well, see, truth is I never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions, steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Light, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron's testimony from the second heist on, he was still directed by blackmailers, okay? But before we go on, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? Please don't hurt me. Mr. Campbell, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But I was afraid that they discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? What if the judge ruled that I was guilty of robbery? Then I have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Light. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Light at his word. Mystic Maya. Hey, Pearly. I'm back. Hey, Pearls. So, what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Current Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew. That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said it's pink. And that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Hey, Mr. Nick, we got to find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. So now we have the evidence to approach Adrian Andrews. Sacred urn found in Atme's office, covered in pink splotches, but it's the genuine article. Yo, my voice is so hoarse. Okay. Yo, you better not have left, bro. Don't do this shit to me. Oh, she's still here, good. How long has it been? Alright, just a few more minutes. Oh, Pearl! How nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. You got it. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got onto it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Urn box, a wooden box that has the sacred urn in it. It's pink paint stains on it. It looks like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this pink mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shockingly pink. Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Yeah, that makes sense. I see the little right angle. Okay. Wow, you're right. Look, it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Paint mark. Completely dry, the box of the sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly. I think it's all starting to come clear. We're much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Alright. Don't think we need anything else. Okay, we can't examine the paint can, so... The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's untrue. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same. So that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn submitted to the trial is genuine? There we go. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Current Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yes. It was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? So Mr. Right. Oh, that's not it? Fuck. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Is it the poster? Because it used to say I am and now it says Amy. Here we go. This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? The poster for the exhibit. At the time when the photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Gotcha. I am? What does that mean again? I don't know anything about that. Wasn't even there when I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake now, tell the truth. And wait for... even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people in the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclops so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at the Lily Taylor? Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely have proof of that. It could be either one, really. Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There's a pink paint all over this urn. And there is pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel your way out of this one, Miss Andrews. But, oh, she's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in the office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room, liar. Anyway, the paint on the floor, on the urn, and the paint on the floor is a proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn and on the floor is the box. This box. The urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's paint on the box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor was an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box in the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means the box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Let's go. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, it's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearlie? No, not at all. I know just how it feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago, just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in a box. Then I tripped on the paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid on the box and it's when it happened. The pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. But you put it together though, it looks pretty cool. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Current Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when got changed to Amy. I didn't know how it originally went, or how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it was Amy. That's fucked up. Any sane person? Really? Oh, pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then. Cigarette urn broken and repaired by Adrian in 2 weeks, then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, we didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Amy face statue, huh? Okay. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night of the sacred urn. The night that the sacred urn was stolen from Mr. Nick. There was no paint marks on the walls or floors of the warehouse when we were here. Well, that's a very good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be a perfect size to cover up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews, huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who wasn't? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely close to the door. The next day it was moved, but why? Carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime, moved again that night, and the shishito was moved too, and bent. It looks like there's some connection between the ticket urn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night the real thief, Ron DeLite, was at KB Security. So then why did another master mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Nice, we did it. In a timely manner, too. And I can go get some water. Fuck yeah. Alright. See y'all for the trial. It's probably the end of this case, too. I don't know how many parts it's going to be. It says 4-1 is probably going to be a two-parter, I guess.